my presentation on Islam and secularity. Yes, okay. And relationships between them, and especially on human nature and secular process, and relationships between them. And my presentation consists of 4 sections. In the first section, I present general epistemological and ethical theories on human nature. And the second section, human nature and religion and time and relationships between them. And the third section, Islam and its understanding of human and society. And the last or fourth section, secular age and religious people in our contemporary age. Human is expressed in Quran as al-insan. Al-insan in Arabic language means familiarity, friendship. Therefore, the concept of human brings the socialization with itself. Because naturally and therefore human does not realize the familiarity alone. There is no society, there is no humanity. In our Quranic that is concepts, and in our social sciences. And I want to give a very important passage from Ibn Haldun. Ibn Haldun is first socialist, and in modern sense, by some scholars accepted this, and before Öbscom. Ibn Haldun says in his famous passage, what I want to give you in Arabic forms, from his famous book Al-Muqaddimeh. Al-Muqaddimeh, that is in English translation, Introduction to All Science. Ibn Haldun says, يُعَبَّرُ الْحُكَمَا عَنْ هَذَا بِقَوْلِهِمْ الْإِنسَانُ مَدَنِيٌّ مُحْتَوٍ إِلَى بُدَّ لَهُ مِنَ الْاجْتِمَاعِ الَّذِي هُوَ الْمَدِينَةُ بِإِصْلَاحِهِمْ بِمَعْنَى الْقُرْآنِ. Possible English translation, I can translate this Arabic sentences. Ibn Haldun, referring to philosophers, referring all Asian philosophers, says that the human is naturally civilized being. That is, the society is necessary for human, and the society is expressed as the city in philosophers' terminology. The city means al-umran, that is umran in English translation, the culture or the civilization in the terminology of Ibn Haldun. Because, according to Ibn Haldun, God created the human and organized him on the form that its vitality and continuity is possible with nourishment. And God guided the human, and the guidance of human realizes only with his, that is, human inclining to his creation and the organization of human nature created by God, so far as human can. Hereby, the human finds his existence in the society. And in this meaning, we cannot find any human beings without society. The existence of human in the society is inevitable. Nevertheless, we can see the integrality of human with society in the writings of Aristotle. He says in his famous aphorism that human is either animal or God outside the society or the city. In this meaning, as a result, we can observe that the world of value of human improves in the society or he or she lives, and the human realizes his or her individual and sociological existence in the society. In this context, we cannot think of human and his system of value separating from the society. In this meaning, the human nature realizes his identity in society and social connections. There are different theories on human nature in the history of religion specifically and the history of philosophy generally. These theories are divided two sub-theories. The first theory asserts that human nature has a lot of capabilities and inherent the lowest structure naturally. The second one asserts that human nature is empty naturally and has not the loaded positive or negative meaning, attributes and abilities. For this, the human nature derives all abilities after it is born, after the second theory. That is according to the second theory. The first theory is also divided to sub-theories. And according to the first sub-theory, human nature is good being naturally and has good essence. According to the second theory, the human nature is bad being naturally and has bad essence. The approach asserting that human nature has good essence moves from the status of social existence of human. For this thought, human can organize the social groups and works together to attain the happiness in the society. These good characters imply that the human has good essence or good to attain the success and the ethical values in the society. The approach asserting that the human has bad essence moves from the egocentric speciality of human. The theory that human nature is empty and is not loaded with any positive or negative attributes or values asserts that all earnings of human realize after he is born. Therefore, for this approach, the importance of education process shows itself. After evaluating the outcomes of all theories spoken about, we can say that the mentality of any system about the human affects the work of value on human. After the general introduction of theories on human nature, we can analyze the understanding of religion on human and its relationship with the type of secular process, we can say. The religion accepts that the human being has the loaded nature. There are a lot of verses in Quran indicating this essence of human. Quran says, in English translation, but before English translation, God says in Quran, by Arabic language, فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. That is, God inspired it to selfish of human, its wickedness and its righteousness. He or she has succeeded who provides himself or herself, and he or she has failed who instills herself or himself. The Quran emphasizes the elegance of the human to God, essential in a lot of its verses, and immediately expresses that many humans are not aware of this essentiality, and when they forget their natural essence, they forget God naturally. The famous Muslim theologian and commentator Abu Mansur al-Maturidi says the creation of God is the same of religion of God. And referring to the famous tradition of Islamic prophet, this tradition is very famous in our civilization. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says every child is born on natural creation of God. And Al-Maturidi expresses that the natural creation is the same of canon of God. That is the Islamic religion. Yet, but I have not enough time to talk about my presentations details to you, but I can summarize my presentation as a conclusion for sentences. Human nature is not empty. Human nature has the loaded attributes. For Quran, human nature mostly, that is at large, has bad essence. And secondly, yes, essentially human nature is creative by God according to his, or according to God's will, and this will, that God's will, affected the creation of human. That is, human nature is created on creation of God. We cannot separate human nature from the creation of God, and we cannot understand the human nature separating from creation of God. I want to understand the human nature. First of all, I must understand the nature of God. Yes. Thirdly, social ambience is necessary for humankind. Human nature arrives at his or her humanity by this society. And we can define the concept of secularism as purification from all metaphysical backgrounds, and I have a lot of details about secularism, but I have not enough time to talk about it, sorry. And the fourth, secular process nowadays triumphed against the religion. I must or should accept this reality, but secularism or secularity triumphed against the religion by its economical or political or military instruments, not itself. Not the mentality of secularism surpasses against the religion. Nowadays, yes, history continues, and everything is can change, and religion or religious people can attain their capabilities, abilities in economical or political instruments, and surpasses secularism. Yes, thank you so much for your attention and for your invitation.
Thank you, Doctor. I will actually open the floor to one question so that we can continue and perhaps allow you the opportunity to perhaps mention one or two details.